This is the Iraqi Dinar Today Latest news, bringing you the latest updates from October 29th. Viewers across the world are tuning in for this critical report, as the Central Bank of Iraq has just made an announcement that's capturing the attention of economists and financial observers alike. The news emerging from Baghdad signals a major milestone in Iraq's long-running effort to reform its currency, a development that has been years in the making. Just hours ago, during a high-profile financial conference in the Iraqi capital, a senior official from the Central Bank of Iraq stated that the institution has completed all technical and structural preparations required for currency reform. According to this official, the CBI is now ready to move forward into what it calls the final stage of the process. The declaration, though formal and procedural in tone, has generated intense global discussion, especially because it represents the clearest statement yet from the bank about its readiness to adjust the dinar's official exchange value. For many who have followed Iraq's monetary journey, this marks a pivotal moment. Over the years, discussions around potential currency reform have circulated widely, but official confirmation had always been cautious and indirect. This time, the central bank's use of clear language, specifically stating that it is ready for the revaluation, has given observers a rare glimpse into the progress of Iraq's long-planned financial restructuring. The statement has been verified through official channels, underscoring that it is neither rumor nor speculation. Behind this readiness are years of coordinated efforts aimed at modernizing Iraq's financial system. The country has passed new budgetary frameworks, introduced advanced banking technology, strengthened its monetary reserves, and improved its compliance with international financial regulations. Officials report that Iraq's reserves now exceed $120 billion, a key foundation for stability. The passing of the 2025 national budget, designed with mechanisms to support currency reform, further illustrates that Iraq has been preparing for this step for quite some time. The CBI's announcement also follows a series of high-level consultations with global financial institutions. Meetings with the International Monetary Fund, World Bank, and Bank for International Settlements have reportedly focused on ensuring Iraq's monetary policy is fully synchronized with international standards. Analysts believe these engagements were crucial in building the confidence needed for the central bank to declare its operational readiness publicly. Observers note that the coordination between Iraq's central bank and global partners suggests that this move is part of a structured and well-supervised process. It reflects a deliberate transition rather than a sudden or unplanned change. The emphasis on aligning with international expectations indicates Iraq's intent to project stability, transparency, and credibility to both citizens and foreign partners as it approaches the final implementation stage. Evidence of this preparation has also surfaced within Iraq's domestic banking sector. Reports from several local branches in Baghdad and Basra mention system upgrades, testing of new exchange mechanisms, and synchronization exercises between payment networks. Such internal activity is consistent with standard pre-implementation procedures before a nationwide financial adjustment. Even brief system outages over recent days have drawn attention, as they often precede software updates linked to rate changes. Internationally, market observers have noticed a rise in data testing and monitoring within financial platforms that handle foreign exchange. Some trading systems have reportedly placed the Iraqi dinar under restricted observation, a common step before a currency enters a new valuation framework. While no official public rate has been altered, these technical adjustments point to the banking sector's readiness to adopt the updated rate once it becomes official. Financial analysts are interpreting these developments as part of a larger regional strategy. Iraq's potential currency adjustment could influence trade flows, particularly in energy markets. A stronger dinar would affect import and export balances, prompting neighboring economies to reassess trade agreements. This interconnectedness underscores how Iraq's currency reform is not an isolated event, but part of a broader shift within the Middle Eastern financial landscape. Meanwhile, inside Iraq, multiple phases of reform have been underway for years. The first phase focused on stabilizing inflation and curbing corruption within local banks. The second concentrated on upgrading infrastructure and establishing transparent mechanisms for digital banking. According to CBI officials, both phases are now complete. The upcoming phase, the revaluation itself, represents the public implementation of these reforms, ensuring that the transition is internationally recognized and technically secure. The IMF's oversight has played a central role throughout this journey. Iraq's compliance with IMF guidelines, ranging from building a strong reserve base to enforcing anti-money laundering standards, was a prerequisite for moving ahead. The IMF's latest review indicated that Iraq's economy is well positioned to support a market-aligned exchange rate, effectively endorsing the CBI's readiness. This external validation provides further confidence in the credibility of Iraq's currency reform. Inside the country, local banks continue to conduct training sessions for employees, update financial software, and test interbank communication systems. These practical steps ensure that once the revaluation takes effect, transactions will process smoothly both domestically and internationally. Such groundwork reduces the risk of technical disruptions and allows the financial sector to adapt efficiently to the new rate. Financial experts emphasize that, despite the excitement surrounding the announcement, the public must remain cautious and rely exclusively on verified information. Any change in the dinar's value will occur through official banking channels, simultaneously across all systems. The CBI is expected to publish the new rate on its official platforms, and citizens are urged to avoid unofficial offers or unverified exchange claims that may emerge online. In the days ahead, several signals could indicate the approach of the final activation. These include updates on the CBI's official website, statements from government ministries regarding economic progress, or scheduled system maintenance notices from major banks. Observers should also watch for announcements about foreign exchange synchronization or new internal codes appearing in banking databases. Each of these developments typically precedes formal adjustments in currency systems. Market readiness outside Iraq is equally evident. Banks in the United States and Europe have been updating their internal databases, preparing to handle transactions involving the Iraqi dinar. Though these updates remain behind closed systems, they are consistent with standard procedures followed before any official revaluation. The aim is to ensure that, once activated, global payment networks can process conversions instantly without error. Economic analysts caution that even when the official rate is introduced, short-term fluctuations in related markets are to be expected. Contracts tied to oil exports, for example, may need to be recalculated based on the updated exchange rate. Such adjustments are normal during monetary transitions and typically stabilize after the initial synchronization period. The focus remains on maintaining balance and confidence within both local and international markets. Public communication will play a major role during this period. The Central Bank of Iraq, government agencies, and licensed financial institutions are expected to issue coordinated statements to guide citizens and prevent misinformation. Experts urge the public to monitor only official outlets to avoid falling victim to scams or unverified social media claims. Transparency will be essential to ensure a smooth and trusted transition. Beyond the immediate financial implications, this event carries symbolic importance for Iraq. It reflects the culmination of years of economic rebuilding, policy reform, and institutional strengthening. A credible and stable currency reform can boost public confidence, encourage investment, and reinforce Iraq's standing in the global financial community. The CBI's readiness announcement therefore represents not just a technical milestone but a statement of progress. As the world watches, Iraq stands on the threshold of a significant financial transformation. Every indication, from international coordination to domestic bank readiness, points to a carefully orchestrated rollout. For those observing this process, the key message is clear. Remain informed, stay calm, and rely only on verified updates from the Central Bank of Iraq and official financial institutions. The country has reached the final stage of its long-planned currency reform, marking an important chapter in its economic evolution.